Hello, welcome back to Alternative Wars. So we have Alternate Wars. We love Alternate Wars. It's a good series. So now we are advancing more through the timeline. It's time to advance even more. So last time we had a massive war at the end, causing one empire to basically fall apart. And now we will probably see the defalling apart of it fast. So basically, it might be like some of the first events. As you can tell, these guys dominated. For these guys, and well, after these guys' defeat, the first thing that happens is going to be a revolt that starts to make ground. Still, they can't do that much. This revolt just takes this. There's not really that much resistance. Well, the Red Civilian taking their main area. If they peace out. Here is the these guys also get the naval land. Here is the peace. This is the peace. Now another revolt's happening. Another one. It's in the recently industrialized land. These guys take advantage of this and just come in. You know, take them out. I meet and there's no much conflict. You get on the border, and all that. This is starting to get chaotic. These guys knowing this, knowing their defeat. So the piece, and yeah, this is the piece. Here's piece, and now another revolt. But too far. Another revolt is happening. They're taking that. No one does not. They all don't want to destroy their stuff because, well, yeah, I said that last time. But at this point, no one's going to do that yet. This is a very big war. These guys start moving around. There's not really resistance as they cut off them what they had since they're really defending. And this is just an immediate loss. And all of this is lost. These guys agree. A border. These guys also agree on the border. And well, all this industrial land was recently industrialized is now with this team. These guys aren't going to survive for now. But they're landlocked. So I gotta make the capitals now. Be a capital B. Probably has the best rise even more. I said 2. Capitol building. These guys don't lock. This pet bed, smoking ban, and boost. The capital. You guys have established a nation. You guys need a capital. You guys don't even have industrialized land. Care. Nothing. This one's Frank. And I do not have a capital. See, they have no capital. These guys are industrialists. Post. Trees, the roads. These guys are in debt, so. Massive loss. So yeah. These guys, we need to adjust the borders a tiny bit. And this would happen. Although it's very much peaceful now. But these guys are going to initiate one of their big industrialize their island. Now this place has been industrialized. They're going to display water. civilization is very rapid. And the two start pretty good. This industrialization process is going pretty good. It's going fine. They're industrializing the area. And yeah, the whole shebang is happening. Trying to not go into a civil war, which is pretty hard, as we will see in a bit. We have not been able to look at this area. What I said last time, this is basically not so stable. Here's a pretty close war. All been industrialized. The industrialization process is pretty good. It's pretty good. Industrialization. Massive expansionism. It's happening. Oh, yeah, the industrial zones. What in the world is going on? Damn. There's many boats coming. They're all getting stuck in the dam. There's a problem for this port. Let me fix this. The condition is fairly broken. These guys are finally getting a capital. So let's do that. Capital. It is still developing. Now we return to right here. Our beautiful nation. They have started the industrialization process. Going to start, that space stations and stuff. There could be. We're starting to industrialize. Yes. Industrialization process. Pretty good. Pretty growth. I feel like the only nation to have like a disaster response unit. Okay, so there's like so much stuff happening. I don't really want. I think now they need power. This area, especially saying this out. This is under. And it is happening. The next part and this part having it. So yeah, I'm gonna put some water in it. I make some water. economy is booming of this thing, on this new place. It's gonna cause an economic growth pretty soon. But now we come over here. Over here. We have a rebellion that quickly involves a massively just takes over this island. So it's a kind of industrialization. Because let's try to realize this is not a big deal for them. Really? But actually they struggle more than they spot. This becomes, well, a stalemate. And the industrialization is done. That was really fast, you know. No, this is a stalemate. They're pushing slowly. This is very fast forwarded. Like, very, very fast forwarded. Eventually these rebellions are crushed. But these guys aren't doing so good. On this island they're doing pretty good. Especially if you're on this side. So like right here, big pollution, but you're fine. You're doing better than any of this. But there's a problem. This land over here decides that it wants stagnation. And they don't want it for last nation, and now this is a really big one. It's massive. It's like really big. It has a really good army. And they really take one. This is how massive they are. This entire island is revolts. Which is probably the biggest island in the island. This happens, and well, just a second. It's gonna take a long time to go there. To get it, put it. Here's Massive Island. Revolts. Now this is a civil war. This isn't kind of a civil war. These guys don't want to be take over the nation. They just want freedom. So now we are at we're at a major war. No more industrialization, but after the last war, new war. This is kind of a problem for the main area. This looks like a very big problem. Just look at this thing. It's massive. The first thing is to dominate in the Navy Award because, well, this is a massive thing. This thing is way bigger than this. Actually, no. No, it's not. But equal size. Now, we're gonna do. This is probably the biggest war in history. At the start, and it's a revolt. These guys are not so strong for the last war. These guys have every opportunity. guys immediately start, just destroy these guys. Oh, hey, cat. You start to take over. The sound basically just dies really fast. Really fast. Just goes away, you know. These guys are actually gonna do something for the economy. Look at that. This does lead to a navy here. And, well, just annihilation. Attract these guys to peace. And basically, this is how it ends up. This is also get this out. This causes a massive here too. Now we're seeing the collapse of our empire. These guys, they get very abundant support from like everybody. They just start dominating. There is a lot of tension between every single one of these. It's not like, so far these new nations don't have capitals because, well, they don't have any, like, industrial places to put this stuff down. These guys do not get involved. So this thing revolted, this thing revolted. That happened. Erupt. They're gonna have no laws. They have really awesome nothing. The Tuya. The Thai. Oka? Tyoga. Tyoka. These guys are still like a very big power. And in the PCA pressure like these guys to get like their coast back. And they would continue the war and invade the islands, which the government does not want. This part not gonna go up. Because these guys do not like these guys, or this guys. No one likes it. These guys might get gang banged. These guys are really strong and with the wars. God, they're putting a lot of pressure on this one. And they're trying to refuse to pay. Yeah. These guys are having lots of tensions. Like, everyone's having tensions. All this. Tension. Also, if you think this is stable, well, no. Big revolt. Mass is never a revolt. As this current says that they want independence. And massive revolt takes place. Revolts are happening everywhere. More revolts are happening than before. These guys are scrambling to squash this, which they don't just do. Probably for like the first time ever. Like, I don't know which nation has that. I feel like the new nations that have like everyone has lost the war. All the big ones have lost the war. These guys aren't going to win this war. These guys are not signing peace. So we're gonna call this one Elizabeth because it popped up. They also have no laws. These guys are basically attempt to push. Yeah, it kind of fails. This. Eventually, they both say peace, I guess. They both agree on peace. Making this. This is yeah. It's very close though. So here is the now new world. We saw this empire collapse, this one collapse. So yeah, there's a lot of nations now. And well, more conflict is erupting. So far, no capitals have been really destroyed recently. They're not destroying capitals. I wonder how the old capital is. The old capital. This is where the capital once was. It's gone. These guys, like, they're trying to declare war on these guys. Don't know why they do this. They just say, hey, we're gonna invade you. Right, so they're stronger than any of these nations. They're kind of the strongest country in the world. They lost this rebellion because this is pretty strong. This is very stable, but it's good to fight for. This thing's gonna explode very soon. That's a hint. It's about to happen after, like, in the next, like, 10 minutes. These guys are going to annihilate anything. And these guys are going to, well, so for peace. And well, peace is secure. The peace is just basically like right up to here. You said it's like they get. It's like they get. That's fine. Also, they get a land border over here. Doing a bit of border adjustments. This is now the map. So these guys declare war. These guys, it goes pretty good. Now, this is a surprise attack, even though both sides they already knew. It's like they started to get crazy. Like, hey, it's not fight. That was a trick. These guys just mobilize and just start. Just take every one of their troops in. Not pretty. Not pretty. Did they surrender? And yeah. Doesn't look so good. So in the treaty, actually these guys get land. They get this land. But for consequences they have to lose. All this that is loose. It's gone. All of it's gone. All of it's gone. All of it's gone. I ain't coming back. You guys are like, that didn't go so good. These guys actually have another revolt. They recently conquered territories. They don't want to join back because they already want independence. At this point, there are so many that I'm just gonna put capitals down. Like, some are working together. These guys don't invade, they just go, hey, this is the new order. this what the point. The revolt is doing so good because they're getting funded, and also the people really don't like it. Even like these revolts are it's really bad. Guys actually do take up the coast. Like, you guys maybe just planning something. That's what they said the Navy's doing. That's what they said. But yeah, the Navy's probably not even doing anything. Because well, the Navy is not good. It's not the Navy. And it gets destroyed by like the Navy, which they just build and just ship it there. And just take it over. Like these guys sue for peace, and it basically leaves this. These guys will immediately show themselves as like capital. You guys already have a capital. All don't have a capital on this side. These guys don't, because they're not developed. Not developed. These guys are no, like they're not doing so good. Well, these guys are doing very bad. And see, well, like I said, would happen. This happens. I'm seeing a lot of like revolts this episode, but there will be a war, a big war. Eventually get there. This territory is like we're like. Are just getting they like already knew this was gonna happen, so they evacuated the island beforehand. Now naval battles are just win, which these guys are probably gonna lose. These guys take the immediate advantage of that. This is not a war. It's just hey, we're gonna take it, and you wanna fight us, we'll beat you up, kind of thing. So we're losing. They kind of push back. It's not gonna work. They are rebuilding their navy. So now not letting their economy on because now they don't have to industrialize anything. They are done industrialization. All their territory is done industrialized. Like this is all industrialized. It's like this is the most like valuable land, and they have all of it. For now, we might see civil war, but probably not for a long time. Because this thing is this island is very stable. It's very industrial capable. It's massive. He has a very big influence. Like this stuff, this would not revolt. It can't. It doesn't want to. For now, at least, they haven't lost like a war that actually they got their capital token. No, not yet. You guys, seeing opportunity, also jump in. They just hop in, just declare. They don't even declare war. They just jump guys are like, these guys are like, what? Why? Why? That ain't go so good. They start pushing. No. These guys will, like, this is like, it's all coming out. It's all coming out. Even more start popping up. Revolts. Like, it's really bad. Look at this thing. Massive. The maple. These guys are literally going to dominate this area. Insane. And what they're gonna agree on the official border here for now. These guys also boom. Boom. They already know that. Like, this is a lost one. These guys were good. Like, they all agree peace. Maple. Meadow. The two nations popping up. They don't really have capitals, so they're not industrialized. These guys are now going to get invaded by Turkish. These guys declare war, and this time dominate the navy. It's been a few years since the war. It's more by really fast. And yeah, they're starting to make their navy good again. They realized they needed to update their navy since the reason why they lost the war. And now they're the strongest. No, the Pujas are strongest by being the one that beat them. More leads. They want to make themselves great again. These guys, like, are like, yeah, I need help. I want to expand. And people are like, seeing it as an opportunity. Like, everyone in the world, it's like, the government falls. New government is established, and peace has happened. This island was not too massive to survive. It wasn't going to survive and have good controls, but people just built it within the part of that. And it just fell apart. They still exist, but very small. This is totally me with not trying to make more nations. Yes, we need more nations. Very important. Alright. You guys do not accept the treaty of them getting, you know, this. They want this. So they get this. The government doesn't exist. Like, it's gone. Like, they're gonna not, like, just keep it that. There's a pool. I'm fixing the train. You guys, Project Train has been activated. seeing strange decks. There's a lot of stuff going on. Loving it. Many people saying it's the greatest power. It's basically true. But time for a big war. This time we haven't had a big war in a while. And off the stream, yeah. It's like 3 an hour. We're going to have a war. A big, very big war. See, now we have a lot of nations. It's not like just 1v1. There's not gonna be a lot of wars. Alright. These guys want to kill these guys and form an alliance. They make it. These guys. It's like, hey, we'll give you the land. And we'll give you, and then we'll help you fight one of your enemies. They want to kill. Like this guy. Get their territory back. So, these guys think that, okay, we're doing this first. So they declare war, and these are like, and they also declare war on these guys. So now people, their allies, they like legally said this. But these guys are also sit down. That's gangbang. So boom, boom. These guys. I'm gonna declare war on these guys. See, that's like they get a lot of land out of it. And this is not gonna credit the war. None of this. But these guys want to control this, so they're gonna declare war. So, massive war. You guys get like immediate advantage for a tiny bit at least. Their navy basically flat lines immediately. This immediately happens because these guys were like prepared. These guys were not. Said a peace deal and they just broke the peace deal. They're now they're landing and they're taking. They're conquering. They're taking back what's theirs. So these guys were prepared to kill. So these guys at least were prepared. These guys were so prepared. After the war, they're like, we'll move in. These guys are going to get. Like, these guys are going to. Like, they're going to push at first. These guys are going to get pushed into. These guys are going to, like, they're also going to blitzkrieg their thing. This is a massive war. People do not like this massive war stuff. It's happening in Eastern. Here, there's not. There's no East in this stuff. These guys start to push back. These guys are going to get invaded. Kind of. Bear maybe happen like this. They're going to push. Connect with this thing. Now they're supplying these guys. These guys, they just launch an invasion, which kind of cripples this nation. It's like their country just like falls, like just snap finger fall. Massive stuff happens. This is just. The group falls. It's took it basically. Oh, that's my resistance. and he's annihilated. But they are resisting. They're resisting their doom. Over here. And well, they get a peace deal. They have to ask for a peace deal. Send the peace deal. They're going to. This is the thing. Okay. Rope is completely annihilated. They have nothing. These guys already signed the treaty. So to get this debt, they just get that. So that this is happening. Our first, these guys have their first victory. These guys just leave. They're not in the war. It's these two. So these three versus. Actually, it's 3v4. These guys, well, their navy clapped. Their navy is very out of date. Naval relations start. These guys are like, they're gonna get. They're like, we regret this. We surrender. This, yeah, so that this stuff happens. And, well, this is the, well, border. New borders. These guys are now basically crippled. But meanwhile, on this front, they are pushing back. But there isn't like any damage to any property or any property. They don't really want to do that. None of them do. But these guys, like their capital is very exposed. They get cut into two. He's the Hick or Ori surrenders. Like they just give up. Like they're going to die. This is what these guys are going to take. They're going to touch the capital of this nation. And these guys are going to a large amount of it. And well, this is how much territory they get. Which kind of bankrupts this nation. So now we have another loser in the war. These guys are getting pushed on. When I say getting collapsed of any nations, not yet. These guys actually put their stuff together and realize these guys are very bad at their job. Like, nearly like they're really bad and they get annihilated. Maybe? Like, these guys are just come in, maybe. Just take it. These guys are on a stalemate. These guys are not on a stalemate. These guys are pushing on here though. Maybe. Here to naval supplies. Just see if we're gonna game the Navy's coming over. The Navy just annihilates. And then they just start doing this. The capital falls. I went out of the capital by accident. Capital destroyed. Building is annihilated. And well, these guys are going to surrender. Which equals to this. They just literally just moved over here. And you guys are great. These guys don't like these guys, but they're fighting the same war. There's not one enemy. All everyone's These guys can't break. These guys are starting to fall. And this is basically like we're not in the World Wars yet. Not in the World Wars. We're not doing any areas. This is not like World War size. I do World Wars areas and nations involved. These guys, not so much. Areas that most nations are critical. These guys start to advance very slowly. These guys are refusing to surrender. Like they have a motto of never surrender. Which kind of backfires as they start to lose. Like really, when I mean lose, I mean like it's both of these nations hoping to get land. Start the invasion. Neighbor. Yeah, even though some of them are breaking their treaties. Not these guys. So who's gonna do anything? Because like these guys are losing. So they're already at war, so they're not doing anything. These guys are destroying these guys. Well, at the moment, destroying them. Well, right now, the war. You can't declare war if you just declare war. So you can't much. These guys are attempt to break and go for a bit more up north. This area completely just falls. In like now over here, all these nations have peace. Not just this one, also this one, science base. So this one, this one, this one, this one. That is the last. It's the last one. At this point, like these guys, their nation is going to die. They already know it. So Leora doesn't want to accept it. So their government, new government, well, rebellion, not government. The revolt starts and bulges towards the capital. Takes the capital. They don't destroy the capital because then use it as their own capital. This is where the government starts destroying this government. It's now a civil war. Country. Other countries do take the advantage. Maybe this one, they just go straight. These guys, like, they just start obliterating. And the two start, like, with peace. They like sign peace. All these guys like sign peace with this nation. They surrender to all these guys, and this is basically the borders. Now there's a civil war in this nation. Well, the civil war is already basically won. It leaves us. It gets destroyed. It's gone. It's not coming back. This results in the end of this massive war in a surprising, I would say, not kind of surprising. If you look at the side video to this looks very different. These guys, like many nations, have been like they're dead. Rope is basically dead. These guys grew like they lost the war, and now they've done massive. These guys lost the war. They had like all this, like these two nations, like these basically two guys. That's like the old nation basically. It's once there. Like these guys just really just moved. Like they got this land and they gained land. Come over here. And like they lost all their original land basically. These guys gained like all their eastern part. These guys like they're like sort of brand new, but their old part, like the old part, like they only revolted and they had like all this. Like half the island. They just lost everything. These guys, like, they kind of lost gold. They're doing a bit more adjustments here. These guys are fine. Like they were massive at the start. They had like all this, but then they had over 10 rebellions. But then they had a pretty good war. They won the war like a landslide. So that's basically it for part 2. Like for part 3, I'm going to do for part 3. Doesn't matter how much you get, likes you get. Kind of do like one per day. Thank you for watching. Part 3 probably tomorrow. Or maybe like right after. If you enjoyed, see you next time. Peace. Bye.